gene encodes for proteins which are called as HLA, which stands for human leukocyte antigen. These proteins are involved in antigen presentation and are responsible in mounting an immune response. I presume most of you might have heard this term shared epitope. This basically means a small sequence of amino acids at position 70 to 74 in this region, which is called as shared epitope, and this is the exact region in the HLADRB1 which predisposes you to development of rheumatoid arthritis. Other genes are also known, which are like PTPN22, STAT4, TRAF1, PADI4, and CTLA4. Now, what is happening? So here in this image, you can see the image is half showing healthy joint and half is showing the rheumatoid arthritis affected joint. The basic pathology occurs in the synovium. Synovium is the one which is inflamed and hyperplastic in rheumatoid arthritis. It gets studded with inflammatory cells and becomes hyperplastic. When it becomes hyperplastic and inflamed cells are there, it starts secreting excess synovial fluid, which leads to distension and swelling of the joint and warmth also. This hyperplastic synovium is known as pannus. This pannus erodes and eats away the cartilage and the bone. So there is thinning of the cartilage and there is bony erosions. When this inflammation goes out of the joint, it also affects the tendons and the muscles which are present nearby the joint and leads to inflammation of all these structures. So what are the various risk factors which predispose to development of rheumatoid arthritis? The first is the familial and genetic. Then comes the role of demographic, lifestyle, chronic inflammatory mucosal conditions, occupational exposures and inhalants, and psychological factors. So we are going to discuss each of them in bit of a detail now. If a person has first degree relative affected with rheumatoid arthritis, that is either the parents or the siblings, then the chances of developing rheumatoid arthritis is threefold higher. If a second degree relative is affected by rheumatoid arthritis, like parents or aunt or uncle, then the chances are twofold higher. So there is clearly a genetic basis. When your relatives are affected by RA, the chances of developing RA in you is higher. So there is definitely a genetic basis. So let us see what are the genes here involved. The strongest genetic predisposition for RA lies within this HLA-DRB1 region. This gene encodes for